I know that I cannot possibly be the only person who freaks out when I see a wrong way sign on the highway. So many times I get confused. I'm not sure which road the sign is talking about. Is it talking about the one next to it on the left or next to it on the right? Is it pointed in the right direction? It gets really confusing. And I've had these moments where I've even had some panic, wondering if I'm actually going on the wrong way on the road that I'm on. Wrong way signs only work if you can trust your sense of direction enough to read them correctly. In high control religion, many of us were taught not to trust ourselves. We were taught not to trust our sense of direction. We were taught not to trust our body, our emotions, our feelings. There were a lot of things that we were told that we needed to give that control over to someone else. That could be a pastor, an elder, an overseer, even a parent. We were taught that our instincts were untrustworthy, dangerous, and even sinful. What does that do to a growing nervous system? When you're taught that all of these instincts are just dangerous or sinful and you're not supposed to listen to them, it can really wreak havoc on your nervous system. Even as you go to therapy and you grow and you learn, you have to learn how to kind of reread your nervous system because your internal system is still firing. You just can't read it anymore. You're just not sure what it means. You don't know which road the sign is pointing towards. This isn't a character flaw. It's a predictable outcome when you are conditioned not to trust yourself. And we all know why that was so beneficial to the high control religion that you belong to. Not trusting yourself meant that you had to lean on them. Either they explained the scripture or the beliefs to you, or they just told you what you needed to do and they didn't even offer an explanation. Either way, they were saying you can't trust yourself. You are inherently untrustable. You need to trust us. Learning to take that control back and being able to trust yourself again is a process. You're learning to recalibrate, not just follow new rules. Healing from high control religion or cult recovery is not learning new rules. Please, if anybody is telling you that you need to learn these new rules, you're probably in the wrong spot. Healing means rebuilding a relationship with your own internal signals so they become readable and so that you can learn to trust them. In therapy, we do grounding tools, we do resourcing. I teach you skills on how to really tune into your body and pay attention to what's going on. So that's the first step. The first step is not to try to figure out what your body is trying to tell you. The first step is just to notice it. Sit with yourself in that moment. Close your eyes. Take a breath. Just notice. What am I feeling physically in my body? We're not trying to decipher the emotion at this point. It's just the first step to start to trust yourself and learn that, you know what? I'm feeling a knot in my throat, or I'm feeling tension in my legs. I'm feeling tingling in my legs. The first part is just recognizing that something is off. So when you learn to listen to your body and you learn to feel what it's supposed to feel like in your body, you know when something is off. And I have had these experiences myself where I'm talking to somebody and I know something is off, but I can't quite put my finger on it. The important part is I know something is off. I don't need to put my finger on it right away most of the time. Most of the time, I'm just aware that there's something here that doesn't sit well with me. And then later in my own time, I can actually tear it apart in my mind and go through each little thing that happened and try to figure out what was going on. But I can't do that if I don't first know that something didn't feel right. If you're learning to trust yourself again, or actually even wondering if you can trust yourself, somatic therapy and EMDR therapy are really great places to start. And I would encourage you to reach out to someone who has significant training in those fields and can help you process through how to trust your body. I offer therapy in person in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I also do telehealth across Nevada, in Colorado, Utah, and New Jersey. I would also be honored to help you find somebody if I'm not the right person for you. So please reach out to me or to someone else, but reach out and get the help that you need.